always been like that. That's all I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it's like, so when you see like Filipinos, like just how involved we are in hip hop, you know what I mean? It's
shout
like
out
you
to
see.
Jabbawockeez.
Shout out to Chad Hugo and Pharrell. I mean,
Shout out to DJ Qbert.
Shout out to DJ Qbert. Shout out to Style Elements and every b-boy that's out there.
Did you say Style Elements?
Come on, man. I used to live with them. I mean, I'm a b-boy. Like, come on. When
you
I
know
did
Crumbs, did we
of
go
course
through
I know
this before?
Crumbs. Crumbs used to live with me. Come on, my first special, Don't Make 'Em Angry on Comedy Central, Remind and Crumbs opened it.
You know
they
B-Boy
just had to,
Ivan?
They cut it out. Of course I know Ivan. I'm a b-boy,
Did
bro.
we talk about this?
No, we never talked
late,
about this.
Sway.
That's why.
You wasn't there. You wasn't in the house. You wasn't in a real world Filipino house. Filipino / black
From the
house.
Bay, I am in
You
their
wasn't
house.
there.
Ain't nobody. I guarantee you one question. Excuse me, damn, I just slobbered on. In all of the years of you doing interviews, nobody has ever asked him about B-Boy Ivan and Crumbs.
Let's not forget Remind. I mean, that
oh
whole
my
Style
God,
Elements
Remind,
crew.
they were incredible.
Remind was the illest. Like, you couldn't touch Remind.
So, Sway, how did you know them? Did you know them from the Bay?
If you know hip hop, you know Style Elements.
I'm a real, Heather, I'm for real hip hop. I'm not. I just don't say it. But I met them at Radiotron.
Oof. Wow.
Come on, man. You better
Let's
stop
go,
playing
bro.
with me,
They don't
man.
even know about.
They don't even know what radio. Tell them what Radiotron is.
Here's the thing, man. People don't know about videotapes and being passed around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't know about. They just don't know about. God, now you got me on Freestyle Session. They don't know about. I'm at a loss for words right now because you got me. But like those things were events that you only knew through underground. Like you only knew these were like our underground superheroes.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
When you saw b-boys like Flo, and you saw right.
Was you a dad? Did you actually?
KMEL, like come on, man.
Oh my gosh, dude! I follow KMEL. All of these people are extraordinary dancers that come from the culture. B-boys, B-girls,
Like real hip hop, like real hip hop.
And you was dancing, Joe, too.
I'm OG, like I'm from the '80s, so I was doing that back then, and then I started producing. So I had my own b-boy jams, like I threw Illest in the Game. I was hosting Freestyle Session.
You used to host freestyles? Did we
Come
meet
on,
back?
man.
Stop, man! Come on, hold up.
That's
bro.
what I'm asking.
real
How
hip.
did you know those
Like
guys and didn't know him?
when you watch my special In His Elements, that's the only reason why I named it In Its Elements because I wanted to show the elements. So I showed DJ, I showed b-boys, I showed everything, culture. I did it all, right? So that's why I put Ronnie in my special because I knew Bboy Ronnie. But I knew him when he was 17. We opened for Snoop Dogg like 22 years ago at the Blaisdell, and I knew him. And I always told him, I go, if I ever get a special, man, I want you to open it. Like I want you to be in it. Like, and when I finally got that call from Netflix that I could shoot this special in the Philippines, I was like, you're coming with me. So that's how I got him into that. That's why when people go, oh, why did he put b-boys in his special? Oh, because dancing's a thing. I'm like, what? I've been doing that.
Yeah, man.
I'm not doing it because it's a thing. I'm not doing it because it's a TikTok culture. I am the culture.
Yo, Jo Koy, let me say, in Bboy Ronnie, I had the distinct pleasure of hosting for years. When I'll go overseas and host the Red Bull of BC1 competitions. And Bboy Ronnie, the first year he became a host, I got to train him. I think we were either in Germany or...
Give him his credits first, though, man. Filipino b-boy winning BC1. That's against the world, by the way.
Yeah.
And to this day, I think he's almost 40 right now and still killing it.
And
now he's going to be the coach. Now he's going to be the coach for the Olympic team.
Yeah.
They got beat. Well, what do they call it? They call it breaking, or what do they call it?
No. I think they call it. I don't know what they're calling it, to be honest.
Wait a minute,
because they don't want to call it b-boys either.
They don't want to call it b-boy. It's some kind of. Hold on, I'll get the proper. Go ahead.
Remind Bboy Ivan. Bboy Ivan one time showed up at me and King Tech's house.
Yeah.
One day, just in the middle of the day, rang our bell and was like, Ivan, we live in. I don't even, we live in the valley.
Yeah.
And he just showed up, bro. And I brought him in and sat him on the couch and we fed him. A week later,
Yeah.
He was still on the couch.
Yeah, man.
That's Bboy Ivan.
Yeah, he's notorious. He's got a lot of stories like that. And he's got a way of just like, he's got a smile, he's got a way of talking, and then next you know, you're feeding him breakfast a week later.
It's true.
Yeah.
If you look at our video we did for...
But if you see him dance...
Yeah. I feel like Crumbs was in our the video we did for this. Oh, Jesus.
With you and King Tech?
Yeah.
Follow for now?
I'll follow for now.
Yeah, Style Elements changed the game for B-boys.
Yeah.
Like all these big like power moves that you see like
the
all
anthem.
these kids doing.
Sorry, the anthem. My bad. He was in the anthem video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like all those big moves and power combos and all that, like that's all Style Elements. They did that first. So
they would have first. I remember going.
And that's what freaked everybody out. That's what freaked Rocksteady out. Like they couldn't believe these kids from Stockton were just taking them.
Yo, it was
in their event.
In their event. And so when I went to Radiotron, I jumped, which is a B-boy event where, you know, some of the illest dancers around come and they battle. If you make it into Radiotron, that's like making it NBA, you know.
Gotcha.
All right. And I remember watching Crumbs and Remind and Bboy Ivan and calling King Tech right then and there and told him, man, the game has just elevated to a whole nother level that I don't know if old school dudes could come into that level. They just got to perfect what it is that they do. Yeah. Because the strength, the power moves that Style Elements was doing, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, man.
And so what happened, bro, is we used to watch it on we're going on VHS.
Yeah, VHS tapes.
But when it
got passed around, it was great.
But now with YouTube, everybody got to see those old tapes. So if you go to Korea, you go to Germany, you go to Japan, they doing those power moves equally as good.
Well, no, now they've taken it to the next level. Yeah. But I mean, it's because of talent. I'll tell you this too. When I met Crumbs, I was booking my own theaters. I used to rent this theater called the Huntridge Theater in Vegas, and Remind was doing a show, and I knew his girlfriend at the time, and she introduced me to him because I go, I want some B-boys to open my shows. And she introduced me to Remind. And that's how I met Remind, and then that's how I met Crumbs. And Crumbs came to the event with this huge camera, but like expensive. At the time, it was expensive. It was like a Canon 3-chip digital. It was like an $8,000 camera. Just a B-boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he got fat laces on and this expensive camera. And I'm like, yo, what? How'd you afford that? He's like, I make my own videotapes. I'm like, what? And he's shooting it. And he's the one that taught me how to shoot videos. So that's how I started shooting my video. I started making my own videos and selling them. It's because of Crumbs.
From Style Elements.
Yeah. So you'll see his logo on the back of my old DVDs I used to make. Because it was because of him. And Remind's the one that told me to buy an Apple computer. He was like, yo, you got to buy an Apple. This is the way you make your own flyers and you can cut your own movies on this. And he's the reason why I started buying Apple.
Your people over there.
These are street kids.
Yeah, they have no idea. They came for you to promote the special. Funny is funny, by the way. New York Comedy Festival presents Jo Koy. Funny is funny.
Madison Square Garden, baby.
Okay, Madison, he made it to the Garden.
Yes.
That's going to be when? November 10th. This original B-boy is now performing on the Madison Square Garden solo on his own. That's hip-hop.
Yes, it is.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?